Okay, first of all, we're just going to have a quick look at the Songbird Terraces project. It's in a suburb to the southwest of Brisbane called Oxley. It's about 15 kilometres southwest of the CBD, very close to the river, and a really nice area. If I can zoom in on this for you, so you can see a little bit more detail. So this is where it is. This is the Oxley hub, just here where it's got Woolworths Oxley, train station close by as well. Let me just come out of this and move into sharing the site map. So here we go with the site. Very easy walks, 5-minute walk to the train station. That takes you into the city, also takes you in a short trip into Indooroopilly, where there's probably Brisbane's biggest shopping centre. Easy road access, easy rail access into the city anyway. As you can see, a really nice green area surrounding it. If we move in a little bit, this was originally all owned by the state government, and they have recently developed this whole area. And what we have now is a completed house and land precinct. Those are all sold. There's a little retirement home just here. They've put out, developed a park right next to our site. And the final component of this is Songbird Terraces, which is 34 townhouse terrace homes. Just to highlight, because people have asked me previously about flooding in the area. We've had a couple of major floods over the last 20 years in Brisbane, one of which was caused very much by human error. So hopefully that won't occur in the future. But every development now where the site has previously been affected by flooding, any new development in Brisbane now has to meet a whole range of a flood mitigation as part of the development approval that you get on site. And the key bit here is this whole site has been elevated as part of the construction. So it's been elevated, so it now sits above the flood level that we've seen in any previous flood in Brisbane. So that's been the main mitigation here. There are other factors with electricity transistors being lifted even higher off the ground. But the main one is that you now have to elevate that site so that it won't be affected by any future flooding. Let me just find the site plan for you. So as I said, we have 34 terraces, townhouses here. That's the site. It's a fairly small project. Comes with some communal amenity. We have a pool and a sort of pool and barbecue area up here on the site. And then down the bottom, we also have a community centre with some shared seating and a room that you could hire out, etc. Shared dining room. That's sort of a community facility. And then we have the 34 townhouses. I'm not going to go through the townhouses in any detail, but just to show you an example of one of the floor plans. So here's one of the floor plans for you to see. Sorry, I was just trying to make it a little larger, but don't seem to be able to very easily. There we go. So this one is either a 3-bed or could be a 4-bed townhouse. So you've got living space on the ground level, outdoor patio, and then a courtyard area, as well as a double garage on the ground level. And then upstairs, you've got 3 bedrooms, the master bedroom, then 2 second and third bedrooms. But you also have this flexible multi-purpose room that can be shut off, and we can make that into a 4th bedroom. Or what we find with a lot of these townhouse products and projects is that even though it's a 3 or 4 bedroom townhouse, there's often only 2 or 3 people living in there. And so what they're often after is a second living space rather than a 4th bedroom. And that's why we create the multi-purpose room, where it can be used as a second living space or as an office, or we can shut it off into a 4th bedroom, whatever the client wishes. So we've got townhouses here starting from 1.2 million, just over 1.2 million. And construction is starting, in fact, construction is starting this week. Funding is all in place. Sales are where they need to be. So construction is starting, and we have a completion time frame with this project of the middle of 2027. And we're going to be on schedule for that with construction starting now. So that's Songbird Terraces in Oxley. Okay.